Hello everyone, Mike1217 here, welcome back to Let's Play Ocarina of Time. I'm getting beat up by everything, wow. Yeah, I forgot how much more stuff was out here on Death Mountain. This time as an adult, there are a few more Tektites, and there are also boulders coming down it, so it's a little bit more dangerous as an adult this time around. There's these rocks in the way that I don't think we can do anything about those yet. What I'm going to do to start this episode is actually go into Dodongo's cavern and get the last Skulltula there. The last Skulltula in this dungeon, you cannot get your first time through going as a kid. You have to come back as an adult because you need the hookshot to get it. Now, I think this is the only child dungeon in the game that you can actually enter as an adult. I know for a fact you can't get into Jabu Jabu's belly as an adult because Jabu Jabu isn't there 7 years later. And the Deku Tree, it sounds like you should be able to because his mouth, like he's still there. The Deku Tree isn't gone, as we saw a couple episodes back. But I don't know whether or not his mouth is open. I can't recall ever going into the Deku Tree as an adult. I'm pretty sure you can't do it. I think his mouth is closed. Anyway, I may cut a little bit of footage here just so I can get back to where I need to get to. It's kind of weird being here as an adult, but I don't really think I've ever really done this. I'm sure I've probably done this before out of curiosity, but it's not very often I come back in this place as an adult because other than getting that Skulltula, there's no need to. I do think it's pretty creative, though, that they do, like, force you to come back to a kid dungeon as an adult. That's something you would never think to do. And that's a great way to hide a Skulltula, is to make you come back as an adult, because, yeah, like I was saying, not something that you would think to do. Maybe I won't cut footage. I think it should be in this next room. It's in the room with all the Dodongos in it. Oh shit! Yeah, I may have to cut footage. I'm getting lost apparently. Okay, can I just confirm that I'm stupid? Like, this is exactly what happened my first time through when I was doing this as a kid. Is I went to the wrong side first and got all lost, and I do it again as an adult. Like, that's so bad. We're an adult now. We moved on to bigger, better dungeons, and we're still getting lost in the Dodongo's cavern, the second freaking kid dungeon in the game. That is embarrassing. But let's take care of this. Sorry, this is. I'm sure this isn't the best way to start an episode. Is doing a kid dungeon as an adult, but I don't know. I guess there's a little bit of entertainment to it. Just whatever. Alright, so let's play the Scarecrow song. I can't even hear. There we go, okay, finally. This has been like the most fail episode ever. I feel kind of embarrassed. Like, I'm only going back for a Skulltula. This is another thing that people can hold against me for doing all the Skulltulas and dungeons. And I'm failing big time at a child dungeon as an adult. It's just mind-blowing. But we have it. Let's get out of here. I'm not even going to waste any time. I'll see you in Goron City. Okay, so I did toy around with maybe climbing Death Mountain again. Like you know how there's that part where it erupts everywhere and you have to climb a ladder? And to tell you the truth, this is not how I get there, by the way. This may seem like where you have to go, but this is not where you have to go. I think you can play the Song of Time, though, to create platforms to get across this. I'm not going to mess with it, though. I forgot what's over there. I may check it out another time, but that's not where you have to go. We actually have to go down to where Darunia was originally in the kids section when we first met him, which should be here. Yeah, I did toy around going to the top of Death Mountain again, because I think I could see a Great Fairy, and and get a upgrade, maybe magic meter, but I think I may have to wait to the end of this dungeon to do it, because I might need the item of the dungeon. But this is Death Mountain Crater, and this is actually where we're going to need the Goron Tunic. It's too hot in here, it'll give you 20 seconds actually, I thought it was a lot more than that. But after 20 seconds, I believe you'll start just taking like 1 heart of damage, like every second, which would be a very quick death for me. So let's put on a Goron Tunic so we don't have to deal with that. I'm pretty sure it's completely impossible to do anything in here or in the Fire Temple without the Goron Tunic. I mean, I guess you can technically reset the timer every 20 seconds, but that'd be annoying. I'm tempted to kind of explore this a little bit. The item of this dungeon is the Megaton Hammer, and some rocks you can only break with it, including these. Because I'm pretty sure the hammer can break these, and probably these as well. I'm gonna try it anyway, just to waste a little more of your time. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. It's been a bit of a time waste for this first part of the episode. I realize that, but I'm just curious. Can't blame me. You know, it's not very often that with the game that you've played so many times that you still get curious about little things like that. Okay, so let's just hookshot across here, and we're gonna initiate another chic cutscene. Very easy song to remember, and pretty good one, the Bolero of Fire. I really do like the I guess cinematography? Is that a word that even really applies to video games? I know obviously it's for movies, but I mean, I guess, yeah, you call them cinematics, right? See, this just proves I don't know anything about movies. Even though I took like a film class. But I don't know, I really like the scenes that they do for the warp songs that you learn. This is where we're gonna end up warping whenever we play that song. Really, the Death Mountain Crater warp is probably the most useless. There's just not very many reasons you would want to come over here. There's some stuff around the outside that I would like to maybe check out, but I'm kind of getting the feeling that I'm doing too much, what's the word? I guess kind of padding. Because I don't really intend to do too much in this temple in this episode or playing session. I'm just doing like a quick recording session, just to kind of kill time. I don't really intend on doing this very long today. That's an example of the ladder trick, by the way, where you don't want to take fall damage, just keep catching the ladder on your way down. And this is it. This is the entrance to the Fire Temple. I will get a little bit started on this. First room's kind of simple. You have really just a split path of kind of two ways you can go. This is bottom area here. There's doors over here, but you can't get anywhere with them. I might be passing it hard. And then we have this over here that you can't really do anything with, so we have two choices. Actually, no, we don't have two choices. I think one of these is locked off to the right. Yeah. This dungeon is actually pretty linear, so there won't be too much backtracking. And this is really the only room I'm going to be doing in this episode, so after I'm done with this, I'll finish the episode. And here's a familiar face. This is Dorina right here in front of the boss door. And so that's good that we know where that is right away. Once you get the key, you can pretty much stop playing and start your session again from the beginning of the dungeon and just go left to get to the boss door. But the thing is, you have to create a platform to get across to it, because we can't actually get to it right now. Pretty sure Daruni is just reinforcing the dilemma with this dungeon and with Goron City, with all the Gorons being missing and held captive. That's actually the gimmick of this dungeon, is you're going to be freeing all the Gorons as you go along. And each time you free one, you're going to get a small key. So we'll be seeing that in this room. We'll be seeing the first instance of that. That's the only way you'll be getting small keys in this dungeon, is by freeing Gorons. But it really doesn't feel any different from another dungeon. And I don't really know how else to explain that. It's just like, it's easy to know like what you have to do. Like, you see a Goron captive, and then you just have to figure out how to open the door that's holding him captive. So we'll be seeing a lot of that as we go. There's an optional section, I'm pretty sure, off to the right. But, you know, me with my paranoia with the Skulltulas, I might want to check it out. It might really not have anything in it, though. I'm going to check it out regardless. So yeah, here's the first Goron being freed. Just never forget to get the chests that they leave behind. Something else that the Gorons do whenever you free them is they'll give you some kind of hint, which a lot of them are pretty useful to listen to. Here, this one's talking about how, in order to get to the boss door, you need to create a platform from the ceiling. I'm going to point that out in just a bit. Let's get this first small key. So this will allow us to access the majority of the dungeon. This is just kind of a small little detour? I don't think detour is the right word. I need a dictionary or a thesaurus or something. I've always thought about, like, jokingly thought about having one of those at my side. This pillar, by the way, this is the platform that we're going to be knocking down from way up there to get across to the boss key, or to the boss door. I want to quickly check out this stuff over here, waste more of your time. I remember this serving more of a purpose in Master Quest, is this right side of the room. I've never ever talked about Master Quest, haven't I? I have not talked about Master Quest at all in this LP. Maybe a small mention here and there. I guess I should talk about why I'm not doing Master Quest, and really it's just the game isn't that much harder when it comes to taking damage. Master Quest is, like, okay, to explain what Master Quest is, it's essentially a, it's Ocarina of Time all over again, only the dungeons are rearranged, and that's really it. The dungeons are rearranged, the overworld stuff is all the same, and they're rearranged to be more inconvenient, but I just find the difficulty coming from the fact that you're just not familiar with the rearrangement. And yeah, at times they do succeed in making them more inconvenient, but in some cases they actually make them easier. And in fact, I think the Fire Temple is easier in Master Quest. So yeah, it's really just not worth showing. And I want to go with a more familiar version. I mean, I personally think the original version is more dangerous, to tell you the truth, and it's just more interesting to play. So because this dungeon is really linear, I don't really want to keep, like, it's huge, and it's, for the most part, it's pretty damn linear. And yeah, I don't want to get too far into it in a short playing session. I want to be able to start from the beginning. So we will start from here in the next episode, this huge room of the Fire Temple. We'll start from here next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Time. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Mike1217, and I will see you later. Peace out.